everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope everything is going smashingly, like I said yesterday. I don't know, smashingly, apparently my new word to use. Anyway, I got something pretty cool to show you guys today. Something that I have been putting off for some time now. Something that I told you guys about a few months ago, actually, that I told you I got in, and a lot of you have been asking. I'd say at least maybe like twice a week, maybe a little bit more, I get a comment from one of you guys asking, when are we going to see what came in those epic packages you were telling us about? As you guys may remember, a few months back, I was receiving 3 epic packages. 3 things, three packages that had two things in it that were just going to be so cool, so epic, so awesome, something that I was beyond excited to be adding to my collection. And I did a whole video on this, I think, where I bitched and ranted about it. Only 2 of the packages ever showed up. One of the packages got, apparently it broke open and got sent to like some distribution, postal service distribution warehouse thing where stuff that gets opened goes to, and will I ever get it back? Who knows? I filed all the correct reports and stuff. I had to file a report with like my local post office that it was going to. I had to file a report with like the post office, like the main hub post office in Philadelphia. I had to file a report to the actual like I don't want to say lost mail. It's not called Lost Mail Center, but basically that's what it is mail center where all the lost mail and things like that go to. Something breaks open in the mail, it gets sent to this I guess warehouse or something like that. I had to write something to them. I had to call like a dozen people. It was this huge, big ordeal. And for the last few months now, I've been doing this. It's not like I did that all like within a week. It's like every couple weeks I had to do something else. It was ridiculous how much work I had to do, and apparently for nothing, because the 3rd package has never shown up. I have never seen the 3rd package. From what I've read online, there's still a possibility it could show up. It's not looking like it's going to, but there is still a possibility. I've read some stuff about people online saying, something went missing and they did all the paperwork they had to do to get it, and they went months and months and months with nothing, and then all of a sudden, boom, one day it just showed up. So apparently there's still a possibility. What really ticks me off is apparently, I was talking to the postmaster at my local post office where all this stuff goes to my P.O. box, and she was basically saying she doesn't understand kind of what went on, because it got to the Philadelphia, for those of you who do not know how the mail works, there are main hubs. There are like large, like main hub post offices all throughout the United States. Every, couple miles there's one. And then there's smaller post office, like your little town's post office. That's just a smaller regular post office. These big hubs is kind of where like all the mail kind of like comes to, and then they sort it out to these smaller post offices, and then from there it gets delivered to your house. Well, when something breaks open, when a package breaks open, it's supposed to stay at that post office, the main hub post office, for a certain amount of time. I think it's like 30 days or something. It's supposed to sit there, stay there, not go anywhere. For reasons like this, if something happens and it gets, you track it, because all these packages are tracked, you track it, you see that this package is broken open, there's something wrong, you're supposed to contact this post office, fill out all the correct stuff, and they should be able to get it to you. That apparently never happened. Apparently they just sent it like right to the like lost mail center, which wasn't supposed to be the way things are supposed to work. So pretty annoying, pretty upset about that, and who knows if I will ever see the 3rd package. And it's a real shame, because what was inside these packages is awesome, and I only got 3 of them. It was 2 things in 3 packages, if that, you'll understand what that means in a second. And unfortunately, without that 3rd package, both of these items are basically useless. I mean, they're not something I'm going to add to my collection, because there's really no point to. They're useless. They're going to be dust collectors. They're going to be paperweights. I need that 3rd package to make these anything, to make these something I can collect. It's not complete, and that really, really bums me out. These were sent by, I hope I pronounced his name right, Cameron Cloutrer. Cloutrer. I am the worst with names. I'm so sorry. But is it Cameron? Cameron Cloutrer. I don't know. Anyway, sent these to me for absolutely free. Really, really cool. Did not need them. Knew, you know, this is my thing, my type of stuff I collect. Thought I'd be interested in them, and I was like, yeah. No doubt about that. Definitely interested in these, and he sent them all to me for free, and that was so cool. So that's the one reason I'm not completely freaking out. I'm angry. I'm upset that the post office, you know, didn't get these to me, that one of the packages broke open, and instead of being able to get the items to me, or even me having to drive down to Philadelphia to the main hub or whatever, which would suck, but I totally would have done it, because I'm not a city person. I hate going to the city, especially Philly. But, you know, I would have drove down there to retrieve them if I had to, if they couldn't have shipped them back to me, or whatever I would have had to have done. I would have done it, but they apparently did not properly go through the steps you're supposed to do, and because of that, I don't know if I'll ever see my item. Anyways, but the reason I'm not really pissed off, I mean, I'm pissed, but I'm not, like, absolutely, like, livid, is because I didn't pay for these. Had I paid for these, had these cost me money, had Cameron not sent these out for free, then I'd be really pissed, because these probably would have been pretty expensive had I had to pay for these. Although, to be honest, I don't have any way to watch these, and I probably never will, so I probably would never have paid big money for these anyway, because they're awesome, but I can't watch them, and I probably never will be able to watch them, so you know, I definitely wouldn't have paid big money for them. But regardless, any money at all, even if it was like $10, $20, something like that, I still would have been pretty pissed, because I shelled out money for these, and the post office, and I love it, because the post office basically just says, oh well, like, they're not going to refund me like the money these are worth, which would have been that'd have been interesting, because I would have had to prove to them how much these are worth, and when you see what they are, you're going to understand why that would have been really difficult to do. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to reimburse me for, you know, the objects lost. They're not going to do anything like that. I'm basically just screwed. I might get lucky someday. You might see me come back in a video and say, hey, look what showed up. That'd be awesome. That'd be amazing. But I'm not holding my breath. I'm not counting on it. You know, for a while there, for like the first month or so, I was like, all right, maybe it'll show up. Maybe it'll show up. Every day I went to the post office hoping it would be there, and it never did. And this you know, this many months into it now, I'm just like, I've kind of given up hope. I just figured it's probably not going to happen. So, all right, let's get down to it. Let's take a look at what was sent to me. This is totally awesome. We have 35mm film reels. Look at how cool these are. Look at that. That is awesome. We have two movies here. First thing we have is, if I remember which movie this is. Yeah, this is Halloween 5. So we have reel number 1. There you go, H1, Halloween 5. I don't even know where to put these. They're so heavy and big. Then we have reel number 3. So you can already guess which reel I'm missing. Reel, jeez, they're heavy. Reel number 4 and reel number 5. So it's a 5 reel film. So I have 1, 2, I'm sorry, 1, 3, 4, and 5 of these. So these are absolutely awesome. But I'm missing reel 2, which is in that third package. God, these were so big, so heavy. He had to package them in 3 different packages. And number 2, I keep saying 3. Reel number 2 was in that third package that I will never see, meaning I'm missing an entire reel of film. This would be complete with all 5 reels. Missing 1 reel makes it an incomplete movie. I'm missing a huge chunk of the movie, and that drives me nuts. That you know, I started out by saying I'm not that bad. I'm upset, but I'm not like freaking out. Now, the more I talk about it now in this video, the more I'm getting like really pissed off, because I don't have anything like this in my collection. I have 35mm film in my collection. I have like trailers and stuff. Very, very cool. I love them. They're awesome. But man, would I love some actual film prints. I could literally, you know, if I knew somebody who ran a theater, I could go into the theater, spool these up on the projector, and watch the entire movie. How cool would that be? That would be awesome. In fact, the local theater, the one that does the Blobfest every year and whatnot, awesome people who run that place. You know, when I was getting these, I was thinking to myself, I wonder if I were to contact them and mention that I have, you know, these movies on film, would they do a showing or something like that? That'd be really cool. You know, I would be like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, I'll offer these up. Let's do a showing. You can show this movie. If they didn't already have it. I mean, if they already had a copy of it or something like that, maybe they wouldn't be able to do it. But I thought it'd be really cool if they didn't have a copy of it to do the showing, like Halloween or something like that. So Halloween 5 on 35mm film. That'd be really cool. I would love to be sitting in the theater watching my film reels that I own, watching them play on the theater. But that'll never happen because I'm missing one reel. You can't play, you know, most of a film. It doesn't work that way. So, yep. And then the second film I had, now these, I knew this, I'm part of me thinking maybe this is why I never got box number 3 because of the condition of this. No, I knew about this. These are all inside this one box right here. This here is Mary Shelley's, if I can get this, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Look at that. It's a mess. No, I knew it was like that. There you go. Look at that. Frankenstein. This is reel number 2. So there you go. Very cool. It's actually pretty awesome. Yep, there you go. Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's. So very awesome. Oh, here's like the... I can't pull that out. Never mind. Very, very cool. Now these... I mean, if I pull these out anymore, they're going to get even more destroyed. These are simply on spools. Meaning pieces of, you know, a plastic spool about that big, the film's all round on. The reason why you don't normally do it that way is because of the mess you see inside the box. You simply put something on a spool, all that film that's laid up on that spool could just easily just topple over and fall off and become all loose like that. You want to put it in a reel like this that has these sides to keep the film in place. I mean, literally a spool is just this part right here without these sides on it. So all this film could just fall off. And that's what was done. Now, I knew that. I was told before these were sent to me that that's the condition of this film. And that's fine. I thought, you know what, whatever. I'll buy some other reels offline and I'll just re-spool it, re-reel it, whatever you want to say. I'll put it all on a reel and that'll be absolutely fine. But I'm missing reels of this too. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is also not complete because the rest of it was in box number 3. So, yeah, it drives me nuts that happens. Like, I wish box number 3 would have showed up because then I would have had at least I would have had a complete Halloween. I want my Frankenstein wouldn't have been incomplete, but at least my Halloween would have been complete, and that'd been pretty awesome. It's just my luck and the way my life works out that I received, you know, the box with most of Halloween and the box with most of Frankenstein. I did not receive the third box with you would have completed either one. Either had I got that third box and I got one of these boxes and that third box, I would have at least completed one of my movies, preferably Halloween, because Halloween's, I think, the coolest out of both of those, and Halloween's already reeled up and whatnot. I wouldn't have had to re-reel it, re-spool it, whatever you want to say. So, but still, either way, had I gotten that third box is missing, had I gotten that plus one of these other boxes, I would have had a complete film, and that would have been awesome. But that's not the case because that third box is gone. So, wanted to show you guys this stuff because you guys kept asking, you know, what are in these epic boxes? What are these awesome things that were sent to you that you talked about, but you didn't tell us what they were because you're waiting for that third box to show up? Well, this is it, guys. It's 35mm film prints of Halloween 5 and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So cool. 2 great movies. I do like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but obviously I'm a big fan of the Halloween franchise, even though Halloween 5's, you know, most people think it's just but I love it. So very, very cool. Very awesome. But again, these are both incomplete. I'm missing reels from both of these, meaning that they're kind of both sort of pointless. It's like buying a movie that like a really long movie that's split on like the 2 discs and you only have the 1 disc or something like that. You know, you know what I mean? Like you're what's the point? You can only watch part of the movie. That's the same thing. Although with reels, they're split up onto multiple. They'd be split up on multiple discs. You can only watch. Yeah, you can only watch part of it. So it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. I would really love to have something like this in my collection. I would love so much to have an actual full movie on 35mm film in my collection. I think that'd be so cool. Yes, there's no way I can watch this unless I can, like, you know, go to a theater and have them play it. Which I really wanted to do, like I said, at the Colonial Theater where they play the Bob Fest. I was tempted. I was thinking to myself, you know, I'm gonna contact the guys who run that because I've talked to them before at the Blob Fest and they're super nice people. And I thought, wouldn't it be really cool? Maybe I could get them to someday show this. That'd be so cool. And I would love to watch something I own, on the big screen. That'd be so awesome. But it's never going to happen now, unless that third box just happens to show up. So again, I would love to own something like this in my collection. And someday, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe someday somebody will contact me again and say, hey, maybe I have reel number 2 for you. That'd be awesome. Or I have this other movie. I had the full thing, whatever. I don't know. Hopefully someday, or maybe I'll come across one out in the wild at like a flea market or something like that. I don't know. In fact, the people who run, like, I'm forgetting the name now, that really cool movie rental store out towards like Hershey, Pennsylvania, like Lebanon, Pennsylvania. I so forget the name of that store off the top of my head. You guys saw me there. I did a whole Daily Sickness video there. I've bought tons of stuff there. I'm always talking about this place. Every time I go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, I always stop there. They always get mentioned at some point in my video while I'm out there. They have a whole bunch of merchandise and stuff. I got all those cool film trailers. I got the cool like marquees and stuff like that. I got all that stuff from there because apparently the lady who runs it, like one of her relatives or husband or something like that, ran like a movie theater and has all like the stuff at the theater. And who knows, maybe they have like film prints. I don't know. I still need to contact her again because I haven't talked to her in a while and see, what they have. And I don't know. I really hope someday I have a full movie on 35mm film in my collection, regardless of whether I can ever watch it or not, because what's the odds of me ever getting a 35mm film projector? Slim. So, yeah, I mean, they do make ones. You can actually, believe it or not, they do make ones you could put in I could fit in this room if I wanted to. They're not all like ridiculously huge. They're big, but I could get one that's like I've seen them. They're on wheels and stuff, and they're pretty big. But I could put in this room if I wanted to. I will never get one of those because if I ever come across one of those, it's going to be like $42 billion. And when will I ever see one of those? And I don't have any idea how to work it. I've seen video on YouTube of people like setting it up, like putting the film in and running it through and stuff, and I'm like, like I'd be so lost on what I was doing. I mean, if it didn't come with instructions, I'd be screwed. Even if it did come with, I think even if one of those did come with instructions, I'd just be like, wow, I don't know what I'm doing here. It'd be really interesting. But anyway, so there you go, guys. You guys wanted to see what these packages were. I figured it's about time I finally show you. Like I said, every week I get like 2 or 3 comments left in like a random video saying, where are we going to see that epic package? So I'm finally doing this for you guys, finally showing you what it was. And that's what it was. It was 35mm film prints of Halloween 5 and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein that are both incomplete because I'm missing that one last package. And what drives me nuts is that I'm pretty sure, at least if I remember correctly what I was told, that one reel I'm missing of Halloween is on a reel like this. The rest of Frankenstein wasn't. So my guess is that when that box broke open, they just saw a big mess like this film, and they went, oh crap, and who knows what happened to it. But I don't know, they probably just freaked out when they saw that film just like that, and because of that, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I had they just thrown all this Mary Shelley's Frankenstein out, or something like that, or had it whatever, and they just sent me back that one film reel, I would have been so happy just with that alone. But it'll never happen. So anyway, that is it, guys. Look at, can you see that? Is that showing up at all? No, I guess it's not. I don't think that's working. I can see it. It's pretty cool. I can see all the, I don't even know who that is. I can't really tell, but very, very cool. Anyway, guys, so all right, there you go. That's it. Wanted to just do this video today, showing you guys what it was that came in those packages, so you guys can finally stop asking me now, because now you know. And if that third package ever shows up, I will certainly do a whole other video showing you guys what what arrived, and freaking out and being so happy because I got these films now. But otherwise, I just got some paperweights here because what am I going to do with these? They're incomplete. They're not complete films, and that really drives me nuts. But oh well. So all right, guys, there you go. That's it. If you have any questions, just leave some comments below. I mean, there really wasn't too much to say about it. It just is what it is. Third package never showed up. It got lost. I don't know if I'll ever get it. The post office didn't handle it correctly. I should have been able to get it back, but I wasn't, and I don't know if I ever will now. Like I said, there's still hope. Most of my hope is completely gone. I'm like 90% hopeless. But there's that 10% of hope I still have that maybe someday that third package will show up, because I have read online that people said like months and months and months and months and months later they finally did get that package. Maybe once paperwork gets shuffled around, maybe people get it. I don't know, but I'm about holding my breath on that. But if it does, that'll be awesome. And yeah, I don't know. I'm done. 35mm film prints, very cool, but incomplete. Sorry, guys. There you go. That's it. So, like I always say, totally appreciate you guys checking this video out. So appreciate your support. Simply just by watching means the absolute world to me. But of course, you can also show your support by liking this video. Of course, that would mean the absolute world to me. And also by subscribing if you are not already subscribed. That would be fantastic. And also, if you're watching this video on YouTube, down below, plenty of links. Things like Patreon, where you can make a monthly pledge to support these videos. That'd be awesome. There's also Spreadshirt, where you can purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness hat, t-shirts, buttons, hoodies, tank tops, baby gear, kids gear, satchels, all kinds of awesome Cinema Sickness gear for you to pick up if you feel ever so inclined. There's also the usuals like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can follow me on all those. There's also my Listion page if you want to, if you're on Listion, if you're on eBay, my eBay page is down there as well. You can check that out. And if you're watching this video at cinemasickness.com, just look up above, right underneath the Cinema Sickness banner. There are links to all of those same exact websites. Just click on the icons, it'll take you right there. And also, if you're not over at cinemasickness.com, if you're on YouTube, down below there's a link to cinemasickness.com. Head over there, check it out. There's a lot more to see there than just these videos. I post all kinds of stuff. I find like good deals and whatnot that are going on while I'm out and about. I post about them there. I post all kinds of other things besides these videos. There's so much more for you to check out over at cinemasickness.com, constantly just rolling out, including Team Sickness. If you like my videos, you're going to like the videos from Team Sickness. All you got to do while you're over at cinemasickness.com is click on the Team Sickness tab. You can check out all the great videos and reviews and collection updates and unboxings and everything from those guys and gals. I'm sure they would definitely appreciate support there as well. So, all right, guys, there you go. That's it again. The Epic packages held 35mm film prints, and now you know why I was so upset that the third package never arrived, because these would be so cool sitting in my collection. Now they will probably go up into the backup collection, the backup closet, and just collect dust for a very long time, unless I get ever so lucky and have that third package show up. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. So, all right, that's it. Have a great Saturday, or Sunday, guys. Oh, I wish it was Saturday. Have a great Sunday, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow on Monday. See you then. Bye.